Morning, everybody. You all right? Right. This morning's video is about the people out there that actually want to tackle a restore the Seine. I know I said it past that I don't see many done. I don't think there probably will be many done. But to be quite honest, I think there's with economic issues going on at minute, I think a few more people might have a go at it. Now, there's a lot involved in doing your own car. So, I mean, it's like in title of this video, Can You Eat the Elephant? Because that's what you're doing, I mean, you think you've done well and you've had a toenail and you've got rest of elephant to go. Then you've had a leg, you've got three more. You've got trunk, head, body, tail. Because that's what it involves in doing them. And like, I mean, obviously they're out there now. I keep seeing them, and I keep seeing some stuff at very, very sensible money. And I mean, and no doubt you've all got your ideas in your head. What you're going to do, what you fancy doing. You'll probably have your spreadsheets, people do things like that, don't they? There's plenty of information on net. Well, there is. I mean, it's like I'm talking to you now, aren't I? So there's stuff on YouTube, and that's all out there. So, but what I would do, obviously, well, send your car sorted, whatever you want. Spread it around what you think you're going to buy. And then, to be honest, buy probably originally the one you can. If it's been signed a guy said to you, buy it, don't matter if engine seized, because you'll get over that. You will get over this. But secondly, these books here on the road. I mean, I got complete connection off a guy. Obviously, we're old and he wasn't doing it. He wasn't going to do it anymore. And I think I get 50 quid for it. Well, that is the best 50 quid you could ever spend. Some of them have been around my channel for a long time. I'll probably remember me doing a video on it. There's note in there that you don't need. It's every bit of information. Every bit of information, no matter whatever it is in here, it's to do with older cars. But it's also to do with a lot of like your 80s and I think probably some 90s stuff in there. I haven't 100% gone through dates, but but I think that'd like be a Bible if you could set off with that. Obviously, get your workshop manual and try and get a factory manual if you can. But I mean, I'm calling this Eating Elephant because that's exactly what you'll be doing. You'll go in, you'll be all guns blazing, you're going to do this. Probably, I mean, I don't know what you'd have for storage, whether it's a single garage, whether you've made a double garage. I mean, some people even build a garage to do one. I've known it in the past. I have known that happen. But obviously, get your space sorted out. Get your send kits up with a few tools. You might already have some tools, Now, to what level you want to do, if you're going to paint it, your send and stuff like that, do all your body with your welding, well, obviously you're going to need a welder, and to do your welding. And you didn't. Well, to be honest, Artec, they're the best people for that. A 180 MIG, do anything. I know it might be a bit more than you're thinking of spending, but spend less for worse work. Simple as. Artec 180 is probably the best DIY MIG out there. I think they even do one that's digital now that might even help you out even more. But personally, analog is more than good enough. So you're off with that. You obviously, if you're going to paint it, obviously you're going to need a sander and stuff like that for your prep, all your fillers, etc. Now if you're going to, for a compressor to paint it, to be honest, you might be as well see if you could hire one when you come to event. I'm not saying you can, but you can't. But if you want to have an expensive compressor, have an expensive compressor. But I'm just, the bills you're going to pile on, because when I'm referring to Eating Elephant, it'll go on and on and on. And so you'll start, you might strip it down. You might be one of them who's going full nut and bolty. You send shell off to be deep. You come back, you think, oh my God. You might even farm some at shell out to get somebody like me sent to fabricate bits and pieces for you and get it back to you, and you carry on, And then, well, once you, even if you've got your shell painted and done, you've got your subframes, come whatever, your axles, your drive, obviously your engine, your box, all your interior. It's all there and it's all got to be nailed. Like your engine, as a task in its own. I mean, you've seen I'm building a couple at minute. I mean, like, I've finally just located an oil catcher for this engine, this Lotus, because no oil catcher, and it must have been taken out at some time in a rebuild on car. So, but now located one, so that can now go together. But you're going to have them issues. This is what I'm saying to you about eating the elephant. And I'll say this eating the elephant a million times probably in this video, because you'll think, I'm there. And then you'll look down your spreadsheet and you'll go, oh God, I've got all them boxes left. And there's this. And then you'll do something and it'll go wrong. You'll buy something, it'll be crap. Absolute garbage. So you'll do that and think, I've got the, you're like, if you like doing your brakes and you've got all your brakes on, you've got your wheels on, right, you've got your pedal box in, you've got your pipes through. And you rebuilt your hubs or whatever, your calipers, well, get some, what is it in them? Get some fluid in them and get them bled. Because if you've just bought gear, there's a chance it could have a lazy cylinder, wheel cylinder. You could have a master cylinder not doing its job. So you've got to keep ticking your spreadsheet off items at a time when you're getting stuff, because check it's up to it. Same with your wiring. Your wiring is a mammoth task. I mean, get it in. You might have your dash out. Well, get your wires in. Well, get other stuff wired up. You might have your column in. Well, you've got your ignition, so you can wire your ignition in. Start working through your loom, checking what you've got while you've got your dash out. Then when you've got your dash in, couple everything up, check your rate. Don't get to the final thing and, oh, this is working. Because that's what happens. And keep ticking, but finishing. Because if you don't tick and finish, you'll find, probably when you've had a breather off it because she's driving you mad because they're all the same garage or whatever, well, it might not be the case because some of you might be on your Todd anyway and you're quite content being in garage. But if you have a breather off it and you haven't 100% ticked something off and sorted it, it's harder to go back. I feel like this one, I've only just got this oil catcher. Well, really, I should have had this oil catcher because I should have been aware I was missing it. I really should. It's like, oh, block's been done in this and that head's in. Well, I ought to do head, I ought to do head at the same time, but probably not best ideas because head's been safe in a safe place. And to be honest, now the head's off being done, well, we're in a situation where head comes back, head can go on. No chance of damage. So there's certain areas of your list that you can do in different ways. And if you're having an engine, you're going to rebuild your engine, you get a machinist, like I said, lads at Rotherham Engines, this is the managed stuff I need, a bit more detailed stuff. I've had this issue with Liners with his TR4, and another lads have to sort out, more, I would say more a precision engineer, probably more into aerospace tolerances, stuff like that, don't get me wrong, these lads are near enough, they're more than near enough, but they probably wouldn't have something that could duck liners like this other chap, which I've got a meeting with next week to sort it out. But so like I said, engines when you get your engine, well, set it as a task if you're going to build it. Set it as a block in your spreadsheet and build it. You can pull in and out of your car, but try to finish your jobs because you could get your brakes and that's my brakes ticked off. But you still might have to go under there. You might be like, I don't know, you might be coupling your rack on. You might be doing something else. You've got a fuel line to run through. There's loads and loads of jobs. And if you can get a spit, because they're not over expensive, they can save you a lot of time and a lot of effort, and they don't take much more room. And to be honest, they're on wheels, most of them. If you like the one I've got, it's on good wheels. You can wheel car about. But I've gone into this really, and I'm going to go into some, say tomorrow for you, about, because it's, excuse me, obviously with feedback I'm getting a bit of feedback with people are actually on things. People are a bit more knowledgeable. People are actually referring to stuff. I don't know if the lads in trade, I don't know what, I've only got 4,500 subscribers, which is really good. I've got a lot of subscribers in such a short time, to be quite honest. And but I thought I better start pushing more down this road, an introduction to Resto, because you're going to see Restos carry on and finish, and then hopefully we'll see some of my stuff come in. And plus, there's a lot I'm booking work now, small intermediate jobs that you're going to see all this stuff. So I'm just trying to keep it going for you, keep channel exciting, as best I possibly can, and try and involve you. But same as I said, they won't fancy a go at it. It's doable. It's perfectly doable. But like I said, spreadsheets, finish things, and follow it up. Keep going. But as I was going back to you want some time off. But when you go back, make sure you have finished these areas, because if you forget them, you're like lost forever. I'll probably skip about a bit. I've skipped about with this video because it's a bit of one to if I get nailed on one subject, I'm making a video on that subject, to be honest. So I'm batting about. But I can tell you one thing, when you get to end of one and you've nailed it, I don't know what you'll pick, whether you pick an MG, a lot of people Ford, I don't know, I suppose people like Fords, it might be a Mach 4 14 or a Mach 5. But when you get to end of it, there'll be a big satisfaction. And then when you have got to end, remember you've hit elephant then. And it will have been a task. It'll not be 5 minutes. You'll be years. You'll be years at it. But don't make a mistake they all make. Oh, I'm going to start and I'm going to sell it. Enjoy it. Because, none of us know how much time we've got left. And just, you might like it. You might still like it in 30 years. So stick with it. So, anyhow, give me a like if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff in this resto shop, And pass a comment on what you want to know. But it's a task, eat it elephant, like I said, when you're doing one of these, because that's what it is. But if you can eat it all and sort it out right, it's very rewarding. So take care, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.